The protocols include evacuation, reverse evacuation, hall check, and lockdown. Some of these, like evacuation and lockdown, are drills that have been in place for years, but what is new is how the drills are being taught and practiced inside the schools, which is making them more effective in times of an emergency.
We're all passionate about school safety, but are we practicing the best practices for our schools?
Officers in school districts from across the state sat down to discuss what would help in times of an emergency. Months of conversations led to the Idaho standard command responses for schools.
The evacuation, reverse evacuation, hall check, and lockdown.
Not all the drills are new, but the terminology and practicing are.
With the reverse evacuation and a hall check, these can be also trained regularly.
Hall checks are how the school safely secures kids when there's not an active threat, but reason to be uncomfortable, like an aggressive parent inside the building. Regular trainings for hall checks and reverse evacuations prepare students to act quicker in case of the real thing.
Reverse evacuation is a procedure which is going to be somewhat new to a lot of people, but a lot of people call it end of recess, because it's getting kids back in.
West Ada, Nampa, Caldwell, and Cuna are just a few of the Treasure Valley districts implementing the protocols. Other districts like Bonneville and Marsing are also on board, as well as several private and charter schools.
This was built to fit any school district, any community, so it's not just for big school districts.
Though the state does not require a standardized system, the goal on law enforcement's end is to get there, especially to help teachers and students who move from one district to another.
Under stress, you're going to revert back to what you last remembered. So if we're all standardized, it's going to reduce the amount of stress and anxiety in kids. We all need to be talking the same language, because if you have a variation in your communication, it can change ultimately the outcome in regards to dealing with emergencies.
A group of officers is going to be in Parma in October and providing the training in partnership with Canyon County Sheriff's Office. Fruitland, Payette, Weiser, and Soda Springs are set to implement the command responses next school year. Reporting live in studio, Jessica Taylor, 6 on your side.